So I'm going to start off by reading a little poem I wrote, just contemplating and thinking about peace. It's called Where Is She? Ever elusive, like a random feather appearing in a dream, a sign, a symbol, an aim, the reason we don't have it are others to blame. We search in the pit, mucking about, wailing and pleading. Yet if we only sat and made our home in the mud, she might bubble up and rest with us for a moment, bringing along with her a bit of ease. So, as I'm sure you all know, with the times we're living in and also just the holiday season in general, peace feels hard to come by. There's so much to prepare for with Christmas, gathering presents, prepping food. It can bring up different emotions around family for folks, whether you've lost a loved one and they're no longer here and you wish they were here with you, or, maybe there's some strife. This season brings up a lot. And so I think this is a good moment for us in Advent to just be reminded that peace is our birthright, and it's a peace that surpasses all understanding. After all, God sent his Son, the Prince of Peace, to restore relationships and calm the oceans. I often find that when I try to cultivate peace within myself, it can be difficult. Like I'm grasping at straws, trying to force a feeling or a state of being, and I'm just trying to force my way into it, even though everything around me is chaos. And so what I have often found to be the most helpful is to hold on to a memory or a moment that is most peaceful, and then pray for God's presence to be made real to me through that memory. And I have a specific one that I use, and I'll tell you all about it. So it comes from my childhood, and it is something very simple. When I was around 3 to 5 years of age, in the summers, my mom and I would take Saturday afternoon naps. And these naps were always precipitated with watching Xena the Warrior Princess on Channel 5 and eating a massive bowl of fruit. And then once we were full, we would climb into bed, and my mom would open the window that was right above her bed, and we would just nap. And so lulling us to sleep would be the sound of the wind gently rustling the leaves of the trees and the tinkling of wind chimes on the patio. And just before I would fall asleep, a sense of total safety and tranquility and ease would fill my spirit, and then I'd be off into a dreamland. So whenever I need a moment of peace, when I'm stressed out about Christmas gifts coming on time, or booking flights or whatever, I draw upon this memory, and I ask for God's presence, and I allow both to fill me up entirely. Instantly, my turbulent internal waters are restored to calm. And so for today's service, I'm going to guide us in a meditation practice that will hopefully help us achieve this state of inner peace. And I know that you all know that when we achieve inner peace, it's that then we're able to go out and make the world more peaceful and just. And so we'll practice for about 10 minutes, and then our regularly scheduled programming will commence. Yeah, totally. Go for it. So I invite you all to get comfortable in your seats. All I ask is that your feet are planted firmly on the ground and you close your eyes. You can do whatever you want with your hands. Resting them in your lap is always a nice place to be. So as we ease into this meditation, let your breath flow naturally. Inhale and exhale. Feel your breath grace the top of your lip as it exits your nose. Feel the life breath flowing in and out of you. Creator Holy Spirit, we invite you in our midst once again. Let us feel your presence. Fill us up with your goodness. Fill us up with peace. Now, with the assistance of the Holy Spirit, I ask you to go back into your memory and recall a time when you felt most at peace. Maybe you were in the garden, rooting around in the dirt, harvesting carrots. Maybe you were watching your grandchildren play out in the grass. Maybe you were just sitting at home with a cup of tea and a nice book. Whatever that memory is for you, whatever that time was, fill it out fully. Where were you? What did it sound like or smell like? Who was there or who wasn't there? Bring forth the fullness of this peaceful memory. As you fully inhabit this moment, let that special warmth of contentment and gratitude fill you up. If you find your mind wandering, not able to latch on to that memory, bring your attention back to your breath. Now, if you haven't already, I invite you to offer up a silent prayer to God, saying whatever you need to say. God, we thank you for the quiet. We thank you for stillness and the opportunity to rest in your presence. Now that we have cultivated a little warm ball of peace within ourselves, I'm going to ask you to bring your awareness back to this room, this sanctuary. You can slowly open your eyes, stretch your arms and neck if you need to. So how was that for everyone? Okay, good. We'll have more time to rest in the peace of the Holy Spirit with this next instrumental hymn, Wait for the Lord.